Hey, how you doing? It's Uncle Ricky. Y'all know that. Look, it's Sunday where I am. It's Super Bowl Sunday, as a matter of fact. But I'm not talking about the Super Bowl. We got much more important shit. Anyway, the Eagles gonna win anyway, so that's all that matters. But, let's talk about this Memphis thing. You know, the Tyree Nichols assassination, because that's what it was. It was committed by the police, people in blue. And at first it looked like, it was people that looked like Tyree that did him. But as we expand this thing, it was actually an equal opportunity murder. But the bad thing is the people that were supposed to protect him and save him, first responder type, are the very people that contributed most to his death, inflicting the injury and then failing to treat the injury. The motive is probably heinous, but is the motive that important when we consider that a citizen that had no criminal record all of a sudden over a reckless driving, and that still hasn't been proved? The higher-ups of the Memphis police, they won't even sign off on that because they got no video evidence, no witness statements. It just seems that the brother was pulled over randomly. It wasn't random, it was designed, because we already know that Demetrius Haley, who's coming out as the chief ringleader of a bunch of bully-ass cops on a special squad, that people are chosen to that squad to be bullies, wanted the brother handled because of a love triangle. Now, all that being said, that kind of shit, love triangles happen every day. Police beat people every day all over America. And it's not just black people, it's white people, but the racial thing gives the black-white beatings a higher priority. And now we're strangling, that's what, maybe that's why the Memphis police automatically tried to emphasize the point that it was black cops on a black person, so that it wouldn't achieve so much notoriety and they could sweep it all under the rug. Gee, Uncle Ricky, why are you saying this? I'm saying this because it's not just about race. It's about a attitude that is consuming the very people that are supposed to protect us. Every police agency in this country, well, I'm not going to say every police agency, but most police agencies. That's like saying every cop is a bad cop. Every cop is not a bad cop. But if you're a good cop and you know that other cops are doing bad cop shit and you don't speak up, then you are complicit. And you should be held accountable for your complicity. And that's not happening. Right now there's up to 20 people that have either been terminated or suspended for their actions or their failure to act during the Tyree Nichols murder. It's crazy. It's mad. It's sick. Now, the other thing is, because of everything that's going on across this country, all the foul shit, all the racial shit, all the domestic terrorism, it always seems that there are active and past law enforcement officials involved at the higher level. Memphis is basically a case of police corruption exposed by jealousy, green-eyed envy. It's not even about police being bullies, it's just about police getting to the level, the mental state that they think that they can execute motherfuckers just because they are the police. Don't fuck with us because we got the badges. Now, the other thing that is starting to come out across the country is that people, civilians, normal people that wouldn't say shit, just let the police do their thing, they can't take it anymore. And they're starting to react. They're starting to intervene when they see what they think, or when they observe what they think is police overstepping their bounds. At this point, it's not to the point where violence occurs because of civilian intervention, but it's going to happen sooner or later. How long before the public gets so pissed off that they start banging the cops? I mean, there's cases of cops being assassinated. We know that. New York, Houston, Dallas. You know, and as the proliferance of guns, thanks to the Republicans that refuse to think normally and not ban guns, okay, ban guns is the ultimate fucking solution, and it's not, that's not going to really work. But if you want to control legal guns, you got to have restrictions, and I guarantee you these restrictions won't stop all killings. Nothing is absolute, but it will reduce the amount of senselessness. It'll take shit back down to a level where the American public does not have to lose their mind every time they turn on their TV. But back to this people starting to not put up with cops' bullshit anymore. Now, the Second Amendment, a whole lot of people claim, that's sacrosanct. That's you can't violate the Second Amendment because that is what America is all about. I don't agree fully with that statement, but as a police person, I think you should start, thinking about that. There are countries that are hesitant on attacking the United States just because of the number of privately armed citizens. Police in our own country, when you're a bully, and if you grew up and went to school, everybody knows a bully was king until somebody turned around and kicked that bully's ass. Police have always thought they had the advantage because they were always weaponized. They always had the law behind them. They always had that thin blue line. They always had the ability of the American public to forgive the atrocities committed because one, they didn't think the atrocities were being committed against them, and two, because they thought those atrocities were really needed to preserve law and order. Well, the police continue to commit atrocities, even on a greater scale, and every time you turn on the TV, there's a conservative, all they're screaming about is the lack of law and order in this country. So who's talking out their ass? Gotta ask yourself that question. In Seattle recently, a neighborhood turned out. They actually got in the line of fire between a suspect and the police because they knew that the police were talking out their ass, or the police were prepared to do the police thing and murk this guy because they said he had a weapon and all he had in his hand was his cell phone. It's to the point where the people, irregardless of, in most cases, in most places, irregardless of race, irregardless of, profession, they've either had it done to them or they have seen it done to others to the point where they can't take it anymore. And now, instead of, the good citizen don't interfere light turning on, or the good citizen let's help the cop out attitude, it's gotten to the point, and in some cases justifiably, like you know what? Let's fuck these motherfuckers up and teach them a lesson. We don't know where it's going, but it can't end up well. Because the police serve a definite function in society, but due to their own internal corruption and due to the politicization and the undercover approval of their heavy-handed tactics, as long as those tactics are used on people that the people in charge, the 1%, the conservative evangelical right, and I hate putting it like that, think that it's cool, police will continue. And sooner or later, everybody that ain't like on the extreme far right and wrapped up in pseudo Christianity comes to the point of, you know what? We tired of your shit. You won't police yourselves. The government won't police you. So we just gonna do what we got to. Not promoting violence, just saying it's the natural progression of things. Well, that's it for me, Uncle Ricky. Look, y'all think about it. Get back to me. You can tell me I'm full of shit, or you can agree or not agree, or just don't give a fuck. But I'm gonna say it anyway. So until next time, peace out and God bless from Uncle Ricky at Uncle Ricky's house.